Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of REM Bus. And obviously, as usual, I'm your host, Cass, and I got Callum with me. It's a
Hello, everyone.
bright, another really good Monday morning. We're coming live to you from down under, obviously, Australia. So what happened over the weekend? So what we try to cover is over the weekend, a bit of a sum up last week, and also as usual, Canon will talk about the what's happening with the Bitcoin and Ethereum and what's the impact for REM. We always talk about all that stuff, and few people ask us few points on those graphs. Obviously, Canon will talk about the dominating factors with Ethereum and Bitcoin to the market. There are some requests from our community members, so we'll cover that very briefly or a bit in depth. If there's more information to be needed, Callum will do a separate segment on that. We are planning on those kinds as we said. So, guys, what in my point of view today, I want to talk about a very exciting phrase or a statement made by one of the high-ranking executive from Ripple. So what they said the other day is XRP ledger, or everyone knows about the XRP ledger. They keep saying now they are built for real-world asset tokenization with compliance and automation, automated market makers and instant settlements, all built in. Ripple claims XRPL can tokenize the assets without the old school complexity of special purpose vehicles. That's his words word to word. So what's now whether or not XRP actually leads the RWA race in 2025? One thing is clear: the market is waking up to embrace the power of real world asset tokenization. I think we keep saying that last few weeks or since the day we start this project. That's why REM is very solid and steady in that sector. But that's exactly also what I want to mention. A few points to you guys. Where REM actually going to step into this one. While XRP maybe provides the rails for the financial settlements, or maybe quick, how do I say that? Quick tokenized asset or automated market making stuff. REM, us as in REM, we focus on tokenized real estate, fractional ownerships, passive income, and opening global access to a property. So let's say this: if XRP leading the race on the infrastructure, REM leading the race of application. All right. So that's very simple basis. So taking RWA tokenization from theory into people's actual lives with homes, apartments, and developments, as you know. So without further ado, that's what my take on the XRP. So it's really good. Like, what's that mean? The world's open up. All this thanks to the executive order of the Genuine Act. We talk about President Trump's movement of the day. Like we always said, what America do, the rest of the world follows, which is really good. And the executive from XRP making this statement actually give another room for our project as well. It's pump us, like I said, we are application model, we are ground level. We're going to apply all those theories into normal people like you for the retail customers. All right, without further ado, let's go and see the actual what's happening in the market. It's going crazy. Everyone feeling bullish. Callum, over to you.
Thank you very much, Cass. Yeah, look, guys, again, my little blurb. Yeah, on which I want to, of course, input. Look, every time I hear these things from Cass, it's about either implementing real world assets or someone's interested about real world assets and so forth. Guys, listen, real world assets, as I always say, is the next thing, big thing. And you know what? We talk about real estate. We have to talk about fractional rent vesting. And these concepts, guys, comes from in regards to bridging the real world assets to the actual security token or something like ERC-3643 in Rex protocol. And you know what? So we got the Rex protocol. We may have something from, say, Ripple, and many more companies may come in. It says blockchains may come in outside and say, we want to utilize this. But there are EVMs and things, and we have discussed with Ripple before. Ripple as a company, myself and Cass, and we were met these gentlemen, and of course implementation of real world assets in Australia as well. So stay tuned, and we're keeping our contacts still, and we will see how it goes on as well. It's a good news, and we knew that in prior conversations as well. They're interested in these sort of things. So it's not just cross-border transfers. We're looking around, say, Ripple getting into RWA, which is amazing feat. And this is what we're exactly looking forward for. Without further ado, let's go to the markets, guys. And markets are again streaming towards the same area, this Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's what we are. Our highlight is now Bitcoin and Ethereum. Before we were talking Bitcoin, 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 Bitcoin. Now we say Bitcoin and Ethereum, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Why? Because again, that's the lead towards the all-time altcoin season. Now go to the Bitcoin charts. I got the Bitcoin charts here for you with the trading view. Here we go. And the Bitcoin chart shows the 4-hour chart, very stable. You can see here, you can see some stability here, and you know, some stable parts. Yeah, sorry. There we go. Somewhere here. It's going with my charts. There you go. So around here to here, see this gap? It's all stabilizing here. But guys, again, I always try to take you guys a little bit more in depth to see the holistic point of view, which is really important. Yep. Let's go back from 4-hour charts to say 1-day chart. And you can see again, guys, if you look at this point of view, very stable here, bump up, stable here. This is what you need to focus on. This is exactly what you need to focus on. Look it in the long run, guys. It's good, it's healthy. Look at long run. I mean, do your trades. I'm discouraging you to do trades, but keep some long run altcoins, keep some long run, say Bitcoin, for you to cash out. And this is what I'm exactly talking about. And let's look at the Ethereum charts today, guys. Again, the 4-hour chart. So let's refresh this again to make sure we're in the right charts. There we go. I've got the 4-hour chart. So again, it's stabilizing. All these small chunks of things happening. Guys, look, if you were here and you saw this fall and you're like, oh, that's the end of the world, it goes up. Falls again. Not a big deal. That's why we always need to go back. If we ever feel like, doubting ourselves, go back to the daily charts. You can see this. Look, throughout the time, stable, up, stable. All right, same thing. You go right here, same issue. See, this is what we're gonna see, guys. And we need to check these things really thoroughly, so for us to understand. Let's look at the Bitcoin chart again. Refresh this. Bitcoin dominance. There we go. Bitcoin dominance, 4-hour chart shows the decrease, which means more money towards other altcoins and Ethereum. Again, go to daily. Beautiful picture here. So what is this? Bitcoin gone down? No. Bitcoin dominance has gone down. Right? With that, let's check the Ethereum dominance. Let's go back to Ethereum dominance. Ethereum dominance has gone up. Daily charts, it has gone up. Guys, this is exactly, I can't emphasize more on the importance of these charts, because you understand that all these Ethereum and Bitcoin and all these things that we do make sense if you just look at it in a dominance point of view. So let's go to a microcap like REM. Look at this, guys. Stable. Oh, there was a drop down during that time. This is a daily chart. Look, it goes up. As I always say, someone bought here. By the time the pump comes up here, you're making money, guys. You're making money. You are pumping up here. You can get your profits out down. This is the beauty of microcaps. Microcaps can lead up to enormous potential, guys. So let's look at like a weekly chart. I'll refresh this, reload it. This is the daily. Oh, this is the BTC USDT. So let's go to REM. You guys can go here and type REM, and you can see real estate metaverse. This is us. There you go. That's the daily chart. We want to go to the weekly chart. It is this pump of 92 cents. Guys, this is exactly what we're talking about. All of a sudden, there will be a pump like this. Look at this scale. I'll scale it for you. What is that? That is like 42,000%. Like, that's impossible. Impossible, guys. Look at this small trend here. 1,800%.
Even
Just
a
a small
jump.
pump here, right? This is exactly what I'm talking about, guys. Like, you know what? If you haven't checked this REM chart, please, I urge you to go and check it. Look, this is what I was talking about. Like, if you go right down here, drag a little bit, and you can see what I was talking about. So, you know, there was a huge spike because even a small amount that pumps into a microcap, it will lead up to this issue. Look at this. Look at this. Right? There we go. Not so it was 92 cents, something on those lines. And there was like a 9,000% from the bottom. Amazing, right? These are microcaps what we're talking about. Guys, make sure you look into these things. All right. And it's important that you look into it because you can see the difference. You're here now, you feel like, oh yeah, it's going up, it's a microcap, everything, right? It's very important to keep an eye on these things. Now, one of the things that, as I mentioned before, and if you look at our videos, we always mention this. You go to MEXC and it says it's under assessment, which is very important for you to announce as the CEO of REM. Now, guys, it's an assessment that will be done for any microcap, any medium cap by any exchange. They need to see certain things happening. They need to make sure that we are regulated, we are on the spot, and we are working on our utilities. And it's important that they know that to keep their reputation, to keep the uniqueness of the market, that these exchanges do these things, and it is pretty fine. So don't freak out. We're here. You can always go to the market, go to MEXC, take off that notice, but you can purchase because we're going to be here for a long period of time. So keep an eye on REM and purchase those REM now rather than later because we would never let it delist, obviously, right? So where do we do that, right? So please bear in mind that we want to make sure that you are aware of things, right? And these things happen in bull market, bear market, everywhere, and keep an eye. And if you need any information or if you want to inquire about it, please go to our Telegram channel or please go to our contact us via email. We got our emails there, right? And we're more than happy to assist you with that or give feedback on how it's progressing and everything. It is important things to know, right? You know, XRP never gave up on certain things, right? And we would be the same way. We would make sure that you as an investor would have the best out of it. You saw the hype. You saw that picture that the chart I've shown you about REM. It's a great time to get into REM. When everyone's shaking, that's the time to get in. It's not the best time to get into XRP now. It's best time to get in XRP when there was an issue and everything's going on and you can see the issue is sorting out. Yeah, get into that project and you can earn few times more, 100 times more than what you are putting into that specific project. So given that information, Kaz, I think that's in my segment. I think that's very important people to know these things and to be aware of the charts.
Yeah. No, thank you very much, Kevin. Thanks for clarifying the what's the assessment issue currently having going on. As a CEO, obviously, we are very transparent. That's the main thing for us because we got nothing to hide. We're not sugarcoating anything. We're not hiding anything and we're not sweeping anything under the carpets. So we just being upfront with you, honest and upfront, and we're talking about it. Like I said, like Callum mentioned, it's not a showstopper. It's happening for all microcap. We have microcap. We know that, and obviously it's normal for. I mean, it's normal for the any microcap this time of the day, and it's not just Mexi. It's happening in all over other exchanges. That's true. But thank you very much for clarifying that, Kalam, so people can have confidence on that. Like I said, we talking about it. We transparent about it. If you have any more further questions on that, please feel free to call us or sorry, message us on there, email, whatever. All our details are in our website. Like Kalam said, in our Telegram community, you can message us directly. We're more than happy to give you more information on that. So saying that, Kalam, but just a quick question before I go. Let's say I don't know how to read the bars, or I don't know how to read. So just a little retail investor. I got $100 without mention any names or any project. What should I do now at this stage? What I'm going to do with my $100? Shall I go buy a microcap? Shall I wait it? Or I don't know. Quick
Okay,
question.
so
I know I
this is
put
the
you on the
thing,
spot on this
Cass.
one.
No, it's a good question. Like, if we got like $100, guys, like, diversification is really good, but how much you're gonna gain through $100? Like $100 or $10 or something, you put a small amount, it's like a lottery, Cass, right? If you want to trial this, and if you want to trial say a segment of a market where you can actually see these people, watch these people, $100 sort of thing is very good to put on a microcap like REM. And I highly recommend if you get $100 now, and that's something that can be poured into like 1,000, 10,000. We don't know, right? 2,000. I'm just guessing here. But microcaps usually pump. So $100 takes a lot of stages there in a microcap. $100 in Bitcoin now is not actually acceptable because we know Bitcoin is right up the top. So I don't want anyone to burn if it falls tomorrow, and it will not happen that. But we don't know the market, and you would have go to this distress signal that oh, I bought it for this, now it's gone down here. I bought $100 worth of Ethereum. Now it's gone down to $50. You know what I mean?
That's right. Yeah,
Like,
100%.
so let's focus on something like, say, probably XRP, probably other coins as well. Cardano, ADA is one of the I really like those projects with Charles Hoskinson, and we did projects under Cardano, so we know that. And you know what? Look, guys, there are good coins out there, and I can go through that probably in a different segment. But if you got something like say 1,000, and or you got 10,000 to put on something on those lines, and you're a bit serious, then yes, we can do some diversification, right? We can do some diversification in other cryptos, but I don't recommend Bitcoin at this stage. Bitcoin, you should have invested long time ago.
Yeah, that's not the time now.
During the bear market, people always ask me, Kaz, like, hey, Cal, you know what? Can we just invest in Bitcoin? My answer would be the same thing that I'm saying now. And it's an honest answer. And if someone asks, say, Ethereum, forget about the charts and everything. You know that everyone's getting into the market. You know that that it has gone up, sometimes gone up in the all-time highs and everything. Is it wise to get into the market when everyone's getting in? Is it wise to invest when everyone's investing? It is wise to take off when everyone's getting in. So I talk about DCA selling. If you look at my videos, I always talk about how to sell your portion of your Bitcoin, how to sell some Ethereum and get profit and do something. Why? Because this is a time to get those profits, right?
Right.
When you put some seeds, there should be something coming up, and you're gonna harvest, and you're gonna say, oh, am I gonna harvest, or should I put some more seeds? It's the harvest time, guys. Just get in there and harvest your things. If you haven't done it, don't worry, it's not the end of the world. We're gonna get another bear market. where you can invest, you need to have some money. You need to save some money, not now. You need to save some money for the if you've never invested in cryptos, guys, this is what you should do. You should keep some money, keep some USDT for further investments, or put into something like, if you want to try small things, try something like XRP, Cardano, ADA, Stella, or whatever. There's something with a microcap like REM.
That's right.
Few dollars, $10,
Beautiful.
$100, your answer. So I'll do a different segment. Let's talk about it like probably next REM.
Yeah, we'll
That's a
go a
good
bit more
question.
detail.
And let's discuss about a portfolio and how we can achieve that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
all right.
Thank you, Callum. That's here you go, guys. You heard that's honest advice from Callum. I just put him a little bit of spot in there too, but I thought I'll ask him. But like Callum said, he will do a different segment on there with what you can do from a $50, $100, or $1,000 at this stage. We were only talking about the current market or current timing we are in, so that gives you a bit of a confidence on the. Guys, there you go. If you got 100, you can diversify, you can invest, or you can go and eat a Big Mac meal. It's up to you, right? All right. Without further ado, then, guys, thank you very much for joining us on this nice Monday morning, and we wish you guys a very, very good weekend. Start from today. Happy Monday, and we'll see you guys soon. See you later.
Bye, guys.